a tutorial that ensures that success is not negotiated, a tutorial that has the interest of the student at heart, a tutorial where success is a mantra, a tutorial where your dreams of your course, your dream of your school of choice becomes a reality, a tutorial where admission na water.
Welcome to Achievers Educare Academy, the reputable academy that produced the highest JAMB scorer in Nigeria 2025 of 375. My name is Rosemary Ajetmobi, the Managing Director for Achievers Educare Academy.
My name is Ajetmobi Olorunfemi. I'm the Director and CEO of Achievers Educare Academy.
My name is Okeke Chinedu Christian. And I'm from Anambra State. I got 375 in 2025 Utme.
In Achievers Educare Academy, there are several things we do very differently. For instance, if a new student should come to Achievers, we map you out. We track where you are, your current academic level. As a director, there are several situations I've seen. Barely will have a student that comes from a secondary school that understand a topic carefully. So they always come in here with distorted knowledge or partial knowledge. Achievers Educare Academy ensures that students pass with some simple steps. One of the steps is to ensure that a student is properly guided concerning the issue of curriculum. Before you register any exam, we are going to consult for you. The moment you step in, you are being mandated to have the curriculum. You have your own curriculum. That is, you are going to know what chapter is in this chapter, what topic is in this topic. You are going to know what subject you need and what subjects you don't need. And in terms of distraction, we also ensure that we ensure there is no phone in our classroom. In fact, if you are having 7 hours class, it is strictly 7 hours class. No phone distraction, no phone buzzing, no phone anything. So I got that rightly this year, 2025. Another thing we have here that is unique to us is the introduction of our past question we call the Achievers Commandment. This is a book that have several questions in JAMB, WAEC, NECO, GC. The moment you have been taught a topic, you are expected to go home and find out all relevant questions in the Achievers Commandment. Another thing we do here separately that is very good is our weekend classes, a way for us to go the extra mile. Because without, in the normal time given, it is almost impossible to finish the curriculum. So the extra days we use in the weekend also go a long way. So what we do is that every student must have a curriculum. After you have the curriculum, you attend the classes. After you might have attended the classes, you must go back home to solve questions in the Achievers Commandment book. And then after that, your progress will be tracked on the CBT, which we do every Friday.
Well, I studied almost every day, and on the day of exam, I went there, I wrote, but unfortunately, I think this year JAMB has some kind of glitch. So, and I didn't really know my score was affected by the glitch. So, until I now saw that on my JAMB portal that they said I have exam the next day. So I was very surprised and kind of scared. Like, I have exams tomorrow. What am I going to do? So I just did like quick revisions.
Achievers Educare Academy Global produce above 80 students that scored above 300. And on a large scale, we have majority of our students scoring between 250 to 290. And very, very few students scoring 200 to 230. Majority of my students can be found around JAMB score 250 up to 290. This did not just happen by coincidence. TestDriller was the main CBT app we use to test our students. This app gets them off guard. This app ensures that they go home to study because the questions there are not that cheap. To make it very, very factual, Test Center is good enough that your JAMB score will even be higher in the main exam than in Test Center. That is, you can have 270 in Test Center and expect a JAMB score of about 320.
Achievers Okeke Academy, they are the ones that introduced me to the app. So what they did was every Friday we would practice questions on the app, like English, math, physics, chemistry. But just like normal Utme, but this time it was 1 hour 30 minutes that they gave us. So that really helped us a lot, and our teachers here also helped us monitor our progress.
My name is Daniel Alien, and I'm the CEO of IF Saudi Limited, the maker of the TestDriller app. What's our mission in TestDriller? Our mission is to create tools and resources that empowers students to learn effectively and also pass excellently in their exams. In our classroom feature, we've got notes for all subjects, and these notes, they are both text-based and audio-visual, right? So the audio-visual is a feature we are about to release, so which is very critical because that has a higher retention rate than the text-based materials. So we've got all that covered in TestDriller. And these materials are organized in a well-structured way, enabling students to digest them in a very, very easy manner. So now let's talk about the active modes of learning in TestDriller. So let's pick the demonstration. So in this coming version of TestDriller, we are releasing an app known as Physics Lab. So the goal of Physics Lab is to enable students learning physics to fully understand certain concepts by watching a simulated experiment. So by watching a simulated experiment, you get to understand the concept better than just merely reading about it. So let's pick an example. So let's say you are learning something about electricity, and let's say you are studying something around Wheatstone Bridge. Imagine being able to see a practical demonstration of Wheatstone Bridge and all the circuit around it. That helps you retain that knowledge way better than merely watching a video or merely reading about it. So that's an active mode of learning that we've incorporated in TestDriller. Then let's talk about the next, which is discussion. We've shown that discussion is also an active mode of learning that could boost retention to about 50%. So how did we solve that in TestDriller? We added what we call the AI tutor. Now, since the student may not be in a physical forum where they talk to their friends, so what we've done is within TestDriller, the students can actually interact with an AI tutor and discuss the concept they've learned. Now, the good thing about discussing concepts is a student will be able to fine-tune some of the knowledge they've gathered so far and also clarify some of their doubts too. So by chatting with an AI system, they get to express their thoughts, express their knowledge, and get real-time feedback from the AI tutor. And this has been shown to be very effective in learning. Then we've got practicing. TestDriller has tens of thousands of past questions from which a candidate or a student can practice rigorously. In fact, we've got questions covering both past questions and model questions. Why do we have model questions? There are some subjects that past questions are not relevant. For example, if you are studying a subject like literature, literature has questions that are out of date because every 4 years or thereabout, they get to change the books that those students get to read. So what we've done is we've added questions that we call model questions that cover all of these new topics that may not exist in past questions. So the TestDriller team, we've taken care of almost every aspect of practicing. So the questions are in abundance. The practice interface is superbly easy to use, and the practice experience is also very, very smooth. And all of these things is to make sure that the retention level of our students get to as high as 75%.
We have 3 centers, our headquarters is at ICANN Center, Lakeview Phase 1, within the axis of Amodofin, Festac, and Amuwo. We have another branch in Satellite Town, Abulado, which is Great God Event Center, opposite Archangel Catholic Church. So if you know Archangel Catholic Church, we are just opposite the place. The last but not the least, we have our mother branch at Odojo Road, Mazamaza, 16 Odojo Road, Mazamaza. They are all located in Lagos State, Nigeria. And for those of you who are not in Lagos State and wish to join Achievers Educare Academy, we have a customized online platform for you where you can learn in flexible ways and the curriculum will be taught in the way they should. We have some students that are staying in far end of Lagos, they come here. We have a very good hostel that accommodates students, be you male, be you female. We have very good hostel facility. You won't come to our hostel and have malaria. Our hostel have all the state-of-art facility. In fact, our hostel is within an estate that has maximum security. Our hostel gives room for students to study every night. That is, if you are an hostel student, it is very sure that you are going to pass whatever exams that brought you here. We have every facility mention them. In terms of good tutors, we have the best tutors. In terms of conduciveness on the environment, we have very good environment. In terms of the time we do our class, timetable sharing, everything, our classes are at the apex at all time. So there's no time you come to Achievers Educare Academy that you don't learn. So we ensure that we keep that standard, we are consistent, and we also keep the students motivated. Motivation is a lot for those students, is a big lot for them.
Well, I would like to really thank TestDriller for my awards. Like, I really appreciate it. I didn't really know that I'll receive an award from them, but I'm really grateful to them for everything they did for me.
A tutorial that ensures that success is not negotiated. A tutorial that has the interest of the student at heart. A tutorial where success is a mantra. A tutorial where your dreams of your course, your dream of your school of choice becomes a reality. A tutorial where admission na water.